Hey guys, this is Chodaros, and I'd like to show you how to create this bracelet here. It is called Slip Across the Border by Suzanne H-B on YouTube and Crazyjusmightwork on Instagram. So it is a hook only design, and it's super thin. Although I did use the dual layer bands, the 600 pack bands from Rainbow Loom, I have also done it in silicone and other kind of bands, and it's still a very thin bracelet. So this is the back side, which to me is just as nice as the front side. So it is a little bit of a wider bracelet. So the colors that I'm going to use today are going to be the Rainbow Loom Silk, Baby Blue, and the Neon Ellie pink bands. And you need to have a single chain done first, and my single chain is done in the Black Sweets. So my color combo was actually inspired by Jays Alvarez. He did a bracelet that's posted on his Instagram account, and it is called the Tiana bracelet. So you can check that out if you want to see what his colors were, but they inspired me to use these. So you can stop the video excuse me, and go ahead and get your single chain made. Let me show you real quick. Now I did this to fit my wrist, and it is a little bit big. So I know if you've watched Suzanne's YouTube tutorials, she'll explain to you why we use the cap band when we start the bracelet, because if you notice that the bracelet is becoming too big, you can take these chains off and then stop it or whatnot. So pay a little bit of attention to that as you're making it, just in case that becomes an issue for you. Alright, so all you'll need is your hook and a C-clip, and you can use like for this one, for example, as far as how I used my color excuse me, the single chain that you created, that'll be in the center, and then we build off 2 layers on one side at a time. So at first we're going to build up one side, and then we're going to turn a bracelet, and then we have to do the same process on the other side. So if you want your outside border to be the same color as your middle bands, I'll show you which step to add it, or you could make these 2 different colors, but you know, you just kind of want to, I guess, pay attention as to which band goes where, and then you'll be able to figure out colors. So first is first, we want to put our hook inside the cap band, and we want to grab from the side of the bracelet, okay, because we have to loom one side first and then the other side. Like this is the front of my chain. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be looming the 2. I'm going to go inside that chain, okay, and I want to loom all the way up the left side. So whatever side you start on, just make sure you grab the exact same bands each time. If you have your bracelet on the side like this instead of in front, that's okay too. You would just be looming up the top. Okay, so like I would stick my hook inside here, and I'll be working off of the top bands. So it doesn't matter as long as you know and you stick with that side. So let's stick our hook in the cap band, and the first band we're going to place, as far as color, this is going to be your border color. Okay, so again, if you want your border to match your single chain, then that's the color you would be adding now. So I'm going to use the Baby Blue, so you just want to stick a band through there. Okay, so I'm going to work from the side. Okay, so here is the first chain. I'm going to stick my hook in, and work off of the top part of the chain. Okay, so once that part is on your hook, now we want to take your inside color. So in my case here, it's this pearl color, and you just want to place the single chain bands on that. So you still have these two over here. So once you have these 4 loops on your hook, we want to put this right end one under the hook and then slide over these middle 2. So that's 1, and then that's 2. Okay, and now you still have this last band left on your hook. Now we want to take another border color, because this is actually going to create the border for this one, and you want to slide both bands on your hook onto this new band, like that. Okay, so that's going to be the process the whole way up. So again, I have the most difficult figuring out where I started, but if you look right here, this was our first chain. Okay, if you, I'm sorry, that's the cat band. But you can see where the bands are where you grab the bands. Okay, so you know which way to go in. So you put that on your hook, go through that chain, just pull the one band through the chain, 4 loops on the hook, take these 2 center bands over of the hook, then you got this last band left, and then you want to take a border color band and slide both bands from your hook on top. Okay? Boy, I dilly-dallied around on that last one there. Okay, again, and I don't know why, but it confuses me, but alright, I notice I took this part of the chain, so now I want to go into the next one, grabbing the same part of the chain as the last, stick a band through, recapture, slide the second and third bands over your hook, grab a border color band, and place both bands on top. Okay, so this is what you should have. It's creating a slip knot. Okay, so as for me, and I don't know if it's just because I'm left-handed or what, but as I'm looming this, the back side is facing me. So if you turn it around, this is actually the signature side where you can see that slip knot. Okay, alright, so I want to go back in and I want to get that chain, add a band, take the second and third over, oopsie, okay, and then add a border band like that. Okay, so the reason I was mentioning about the back side, this all depends on which way you enter the chain. Okay, every time I enter my chain, I'm actually going the wrong way. I'm left-handed. I should be entering it this way, but I enter it this way. Okay, so if I decide I want to enter it this way this time, okay, so I do the normal steps. Like that. Now, just because I entered the chain from the opposite side that I was doing, it turns the whole stitch around. So this side is actually the front, but this, what we've been stitching, is the back. So that's the importance of making sure that you're going in the exact same pattern the whole way up your bracelet. So if you're starting to go into your chain from the right, continue going in from the right the whole way up. And I screwed that up 3 times, so I just wanted to make mention. So I'll just show you a couple more times and then you guys can work on it. It's, again, super simple, as usual. So remember, every time you're adding that middle band, you're only capturing the chain part. And then the middle two get looped over, and then closing it off with your border color. Okay? So, always keep an eye on your stitches, making sure that they all look the same so you know that you're on the right path. So you guys go ahead and finish this up to your C-clip, and then we'll move on to the next side. Okay, so this is what you should have so far. So you have your right band is your single chain, and then the middle color, and then that's your border. Okay, so I went ahead and just stopped before I reached the cat or the C-clip, and then I'm going to do that one. So technically you're still going in the middle. Okay, so you're only going to be grabbing one side of that band. So you can't take it out of your C-clip because the other side's on the other, you know. Okay, so do as normal. Okay, so you can either tie this off with a slip knot, or you can add it. I'm just going to put it in my C-clip right now. Okay, so to the bottom. Okay, and then I have to bring in my band that way. It may not be confusing to 99% of you, but I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed or what, but I have issues sometimes making the sides in unison. So again, all I did was I did the opposite of what I did the first time. The first time I went in through and stitched like that. This time I'm going in from the top and adding the stitch. So just remember, whichever way you go in, oops, I forgot to add my last band. Okay, so this is on the back side, and this here is the front. So all of the stitches are lining up the same. I love these colors. I think that's a really awesome color combo. And I love the mixing of the bands. So they're the silk, LE, and sweets. So bravo to Dude Loomer J's, Grandmaster P, for his awesome color combo. Alright, so I'll do one more and then you guys can finish it up. And closing it off is always super simple. Okay, so that's what yours should look like. And just continue until you come to your C-clip. Alright, so we are at the end of the entire bracelet. So yours should look something similar to this. This is the front side where you can see all the slip knots, and the back side, which are like X's. So what I'm going to do is, you have two options. You can either take these two bands and add it to this existing C-clip, or you can take these bands off, put them on your hook, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to add a final band to put in the C-clip. So I want to take them off in order, so the middle bands will go on first, and then my border bands, like that. I'm just going to stick one band in and capture all 6 and close it up. I mean, I don't think that gives it any different of a look than when you started down here. Okay, so you take your C-clip and close it up. So again, this came out just a tad bigger than I made my single chain, so you do want to keep that in mind. But it is a really cool design for being made stemmed just from a single chain. So these are my two. This one's, I guess, more elegant. This one is more fun. So again, it is the Slip Across the Border bracelet designed by the great Suzanne H-B on YouTube and Crazyjusmightwork on Instagram. So make sure that you check her out and definitely give her a follow. If you don't give her a follow, then don't follow me. I'm just teasing. So again, thanks for joining, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.